What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. If you've been here before, I'm NeonMushroom. Gabaman trophied with this deck that they were cooking with. This is a deck we've seen only in paper on this channel. I don't think I've ever uploaded an MTGO video with the green-white Astral Slide deck. What does this entail if you're new to the channel? I will make one notable exception to the list. Gabaman was playing one Tormod Crypt in the main and two in the side. I switched the main board one to a Phyrexian Furnace. I just wanted some extra utility, a way to redraw, a bit of a grind piece. It could totally be a Crypt. I just like that the Phyrexian Furnace can replace itself. That's where I want to be. This deck is utilizing the card Astral Slide, 4 of them, not the one of that you sometimes see in Rifter. It's a 3-mana enchantment. Whenever a player cycles a card, you may exile target creature. If you do, return it to the battlefield in under its owner's control at the beginning of the next end step. Why does this matter? Let's talk about the lands first, and it'll make more sense why it matters. 4 copies of Secluded Steppe, it cycles, so it triggers the slide. Along with Tranquil Thicket, you cycle it, it triggers the slide. We've got a bunch of basics because we're playing some land cyclers, and some normal duels, a couple Windswept Heaths, a Wasteland, which will come up in a moment, and a Dust Bowl. Also a sweet Nantuko Monastery as a way to close out the game, because this deck kind of gets Threshold just randomly on its own. We've got normal removal. Let's talk about the normal cards. Swords to Plowshares, very normal. Phyrexian Furnace, very normal. Wall of Blossoms, normal, but we're kind of abusing it. And then Wrath of God, E-Dragon, Decree, cards we've all seen before. Now, the engine of this deck, you can use it defensively, like against Dreadnought. You can keep exiling your opponent's Dreadnought when they attack, which comes up. But we got cards like Cartographer. When it enters, you may return target land card from your graveyard to your hand. This is important because you can cycle a Tranquil Thicket with an Astral Slide in play, use the Astral Slide to flicker the Cartographer, and then you draw your card off the cycle. Then at end step, the Cartographer comes back and he grabs you that land you just cycled. This is a closed loop that makes a one-sided Howling Mine. Also, you can do it in combat. When your opponent attacks, you can block with your Cartographer, and before damage, cycle, remove it from combat, but it's already blocking, so you don't take damage unless the creature has trample, and you draw cards. This same loop works with Wall of Blossoms. We've got cards like Monk Realist, which will help us beat up on survival. We've got the Auramancer, which will return lost Astral Slides. We've even got a Rune of Protection red in the main board as an extra tech against the red decks of the format. And that is what we're doing. We're a control deck that just abusing the crap out of Astral Slide. The sideboard is very much full of cards you've maybe never heard of. Scour is our tech against Enchantress, exile target enchantment, Opalescence, searches controller's graveyard, hand, and library for all cards with the same name as that enchantment, and exile them, then that player shuffles. We got Teroh's Faithful, a simple 4-mana 1/4, it enters, you gain 4 life. If you have an Astral Slide, it gets really good against Sly. Aura of Silence, another Auramancer, Seal of Cleansing, Sacred Ground for the Armageddon matchups. And then we've got Compost against black matchups, Uktabi Orangutan because it blows up artifacts, Mystic Enforcer for the black matchups, and a couple of Tormod Crypts. That's the deck. That's everything you should need to know. So let's hop into the league. All right, we found an opponent. It's Wizard Wand, and we're on the play. Let's cook. Let's cook with our slide deck. Well, we're not going to pitch a hand that has the slide in it now, are we? Keep. Do we have any cyclers? Not yet, but we'll get there. All right, in the event that our opponent is playing Dreadnought, I would like to not have my fetch stifled. So we're going to go grab us a basic forest and just ship the turn. A little bit of a Wooded Foothills, looks like not Dreadnought. MTGO. All right, Monk Realist is cool. Hopefully it comes up at some point in this matchup. Here's a Wall of Blossoms. Our Cartographer is also going to ensure our 4th land drop, which is really cool. Love to see that. All right, there's a Wrath of God. So if it's a beatdown matchup like Goblins, we've got game. That's not the case though. There's a forest. Another forest. Survival? Argothian. Maybe our Monk Realist will be good. All right, we on tap. No Seal of Cleansings allowed in the making of this video, please, opponent. Be nice to me. Let's just go with do we want to get the slide going now? Perhaps we do. Let's just jam a slide and see if they've got the seal. We'll just pass here. Hey, look, Neon favorite deck, Enchantress. I love this deck. It's so cool and fun to play against. There's a presence. We'll Monk Realist the shit out of that thing. Hey, bonus points if we draw a cycler. No cycler, but we will be casting for 2 mana this Monk Realist. Get the fuck out of here. None of that bullshit allowed. Here's a Monastery. Eventually we'll draw cyclers, probably, I hope. Pass to you. We got another Argothian. Looks like we want to draw a white source so we can Wrath. Sterling Grove. All right, here's a Plains. I think we must simply Wrath of God. I can't contend with that for very long. Wrath of God you, and I probably should have attacked for 1 first, huh? You can go. Keep playing Argothian's opponent. Yes, please. But the bummer is I had to Wrath my own Monk Realist, and being able to use a slide in conjunction with a Realist would actually be very good here. However, I don't think we can just let them have 2 Enchantresses in play for any amount of time. There's another Presence. Green, there's a Wild Growth. So what can we do from here? I don't think we've got any way to reanimate our Monk Realist. Shame. Crying shame. Let me in, opponent. Stop doing shit. Scour should be good in this matchup, though. All right. Oh, now we draw a cycler. Oh, goody. I think we will. Let's go ahead and drop a Cartographer. Boop. That'll trigger. I'll get back my fetch land. Then I'll play my fetch land back out. And we are going to big chill. You can go. Oh, we're not playing Living Wish. There's no wishes in this deck. Miri's Guile. Luckily, they've only got one anchor right now. So it's like, sure, every card's a cantrip, but at least they're not getting card advantage just yet. Miri's Guile for sure. Yeah, this is Gabaman's list, not mine. Argothian, okie dokie. Solitary Confinement for sure. I'm not confident we can win from here, but we're just going to like hang out with our Enchantress opponent. You've got a seal. At some point, this will be a nuisance enough where I'll concede. But until then, we're hanging out. Exploration, draw as many cards as you want. Is this interesting to you guys? Would you like it if I conceded? I kind of just want to trigger my slide once. I want to enjoy that. And we just wanted to chill. We can't get mad at Wizard Bond. They're just playing one of the good decks of the format. I have a vendetta against the deck itself, not its pilots. If you want to pilot Enchantress, that is your God-given right. It's all good. We're just chilling. That's right, Paladin. What else you got? A little bit of another present? Sure, yeah, you drew a bunch of cards. Scour. I definitely want Scour. End step, let's go ahead and cycle this Secluded Steppe, triggering the slide. Ooh, I should have done that at the end of their second main phase. PEMDAS stuff. Yeah, they're going to pop their seal now. They should have just probably done that to begin with. All right, this gets exiled. I draw a card. Ooh, Library. Let's untap. Draw another Cartographer. Let's fetch. Go grab me a basic Plains. Tap for 1, 2, 3. Play a Cartographer. Grab me a... let's grab Secluded Steppe this time around. And then, ooh, I haven't played a land, but I should have done was grab Windswept Heath. Played it, then cycled the step. No sweat, though. We'll just play an Auramancer. And then we'll get back our Astral Slide. And then we'll chill. Now we've got a cycler for later. And we'll get another Cartographer in play. And then we will grab our little land back. And our opponent can go. Does Scour have text when there are 2 groves? It doesn't. It doesn't, but, you know, we don't have Scour on our main board, so we can't do that till next game anyway. We're hoping to Scour like an Enchantress's Presence, or if we get really lucky in Opalescence, then our opponent can't win the game anymore. Yeah, there's no way out here. Let's just concede. This is round one. Our opponent's kind of fumbling a little bit on the triggers. And in their defense, Enchantress on MTGO does ask you to like make a lot of clicks, so we can't get too mad at that. Aura of Silence, I think we'll be bringing in both of those. No Sacred Ground, Seal of Cleansing, yeah. I don't think we need Auramancer. Maybe it's pretty good with Aura of Silence. No Uktabi, no Compost, no Mystic Enforcer, maybe Crypt. What don't we want? Swords to Plowshares is super easy to get out of the deck. Rune of Protection, Reg comes out. We can drop like, how many things can we drop that have cycling? Are we getting anything with cycling? No, we're not. So we got to be careful about those numbers too. Let's drop a Furnace. Do I want Furnace or Crypt? I think Crypt could be better. I don't think Mystic Enforcer is going to like live, but at the same time, like I can protect it with Slide? Question mark? I don't think so. We'll trim that. Then maybe we get rid of the Furnace for the first Crypt. I kind of think we want both Crypts. So can we lose like a Wall of Blossoms or a Sylvan Library? Maybe just a Wall of Blossom. Nah, we'll just take one Crypt. Let's boogie. It's no Amulet Titan that you need 300 APM to not time out. That is so true. All right, we've got, we definitely do have access to the Slide. We probably get that now with the Tutor. And then, yeah, we keep this. Amulet Titan just needs a few reps. It's not so hard. That's just not true. Amulet Titan's so hard. If you find that deck easy, then you're just built different. Forest Growth, yeah, you got it. Let's go ahead and Enlightened Tutor now. So we're using all of our mana. And let's grab, I wonder if it's better to grab Sylvan Library here. We don't have a lot of things to do with Slide. Maybe we just grab Library to make sure we can make our next white mana. Yeah, let's actually do that. I changed my mind on the way I'm sequencing this game. Windswept Heath, let's see if they've got a seal. If they do, so be it. Forest, Library. We've already got the second weight. It's the E-Dragon. Pass to you. Yeah, you play all the cards that your little heart desires. Is it Enchantress's Presence? It's Seal of Cleansing. So they're playing Anchorless right now. I'm happy to make that trade, actually. All right, here's a Plains. I'm just going to jam this now. Aura of Silence, you go. And then do we start Dust Bowling them now? I think we do. The problem with a matchup like this is the game's going to go so long, it's going to be difficult to like stop them for the entire game from doing anything, especially because Sarah Sanctum at some point becomes part of the matchup, and that's going to be problematic. But we fight. Plains. You got an Argothian Pass? Looks like it. I think you're out of castables. End step, my go. On tap, take a draw. Ooh, there's a slide. Nothing to do with it yet. So I think I'll actually set up first. Let's go tap for 2 and play Wall of Blossoms. Trigger the wall and draw a card. And then, yeah, we'll just chill here. You can Guile. I think we need to cycle the Eternal Dragon, even though we're leaving some value on the table. Maybe we don't. Maybe we can just hold it since we've got our next land drop and we'll hold the trigger. Ooh, maybe not. We're going to Seal of Cleansing. Okay, that's fine. If they pop my seal, I'm going to pop mine on their Wild Growth, I think. All right, end of your turn. Yeah, I think now that there's a seal, I don't even think I'm playing Astral Slide. Let's go ahead and plane cycle this Dwagon and grab Plains. Then we'll go to our turn and untap and draw. Tormod's Crypt is eventually going to be neat. Not right this second. What I think we need to do is actually like super duper slow our roll and start just like, we need to make them pop that seal. And I'm not going to pop my aura on their seal. That sounds crazy. So let's just try to break their brushland here. And then we hang out. Now with this game going slow, Scour becomes much, much better than it would be otherwise. If we can line up a Scour onto an Opalescence, we are cooking. Okay, they're going to pop that. We're going to pop their, I think we want to pop their Wild Growth. Although it could be more correct to get Guile. I think we'll get Growth though. And now that lets us yield through the turn as well. Enchantress's Presence. Please don't do that to me. Oh, another Argothian. Okay, so Wrath is a good top deck. They had a Guile. We draw a Secluded Steppe. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll play Plains, tap for 1, 2, 3. Which one do I want to hold up more? Probably white. 3, Astral Slide. And then we will right now cycle this Secluded Steppe. And then we will flicker the wall, take a draw. Ooh, got punished for not leaving up green, huh? Do I want to play the Tormod's Crypt now? No, I don't think anything crazy. Well, maybe. No, maybe I should. Maybe they would replenish just to get a Seal of Cleansing back into play. And then we'll pass the turn and draw another card. And ooh, a Secluded Steppe. Okay, you can go. We've kind of got our engine going. It might be too late. They've got so many Enchantresses in play. Green. Is this Wild Growth? It is. These are all good. You are drawing so many cards. And I'm proud of you for it. Is this a Sterling or a Seal? Neither. It's an Exploration. They're going crazy. He's pulling his dick out. Yeah, you've got lots of mana. 2 mana is this. Nope, that's a Wild Growth. The worst part, they could still just play a Sterling Grove here. Yeah, you've got lots of mana. Presence, Karmic Justice. Whenever a spell an opponent destroys, God, that's fine. Yeah, I can't do anything about that anyway. All right, you've got lots of stuff. Why would they bring in Karmic Justice versus me? Is that actually good? Yeah, I'm not gonna block. Now they're like flexing. Come on, dude. All right, cycle. We'll flicker that. We'll draw a card. Ooh, a Decree. All right, end step, slide, brings back my wall. I'll draw another card. Scour. Scour. At some point, that could be good. Ooh, another Astral Slide. 2 slides doesn't do anything when I have 1 creature, huh? Let's go ahead and cycle this now. Trigger the slide, blink the wall. We draw a forest, we'll play that out. And then I think we're straight chilling. We get a wall back. What do we draw? Auramancer. We can Auramancer to get back our Aura of Silence. That could be good at some point. Now we just kind of want our opponent to like Windmill Slam Opalescence. Because if I do hit Opalescence with Scour, they can't win the game anymore. Little windy. That's just cool. Big manas. Parallax Wave is cool. Do I want to eliminate my Wall of Blossoms from existence temporarily? I might. Yeah, let's do that. I'm not even going to make dudes because they'll just eat the dudes with the wave. Oh, Scour to hit the growth. Does Scour hit? It doesn't get both the... It's exile target enchantment, searches controls graveyard, hand, and library. It doesn't get both the growths in play, right? So we'll blink the wall. That way we get extra draw triggers. And I'm not going to make dudes. We draw a forest. All right, you've got a Parallax Wave. I just really wanted to draw a card. That was my whole gambit. And then next turn, I think we're just stuck on... Assuming we get a next turn, I think we're just stuck on Auramancer back my Aura of Silence. There's Opalescence. Don't play a second Opalescence, pretty please. That'd be pretty lame. Exploration. We can just yield. We can actually have 6 through the... No, there's a chance we want to hold up Tormod's Crypt. It's unlikely, but like possible. All right, you've played an Exploration. You get extra land drops. Woody Footy. Combat. I can block. Think about that. Oh, they're passing. Okay, Astral Slide gives me back my wall. I draw a card. Yeah, you've exiled it. It's gone. That was a weird play they just made. Oh, wait, is they going to make me draw my whole deck? I'll F6. I don't know how long this is going to take, but if they want to go for this, this is fine with me. Let them have their click fest. I've never seen this before. This is funny. I kind of want to get this clip for the gram. All right, snipping tool ready. What's the best way to line this up so everyone can see what's going on? Probably like here, or maybe shrink it. Yeah, shrink it. No one cares what's going on up here. Yeah, I've never seen this line before. This is awesome. How funny it would be if they misclicked and accidentally infinitely exiled my Wall of Blossoms and drew me like 85 cards. Used to be able to play Magic. Should have seen this as a win. Yeah, this is a crazy win. This didn't even cross my mind as like an option. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. They're going to have to do this a few more times. Yo, what's up? It's Aiden. How you doing? Yeah, we're getting absolutely decimated by our opponent's loop. And I'm not going to concede to it because it's this loop where they're like going to force me to draw my deck with this wall that I've never even thought of. And it's awesome. Like, it's actually hilarious. However, so I am dead here. They've got plenty of time to do it. But I want this to get as large as possible so I can clip it for Twitter because this is sweet. Yeah, I went from like hating Enchantress to being like, you know what? Maybe this is fine. Maybe this is okay, actually. All right, let's take a snap here and we'll save that first. One. They like, you want some cards? I got you. Yeah, give me the whole deck. Flax, have a good night, buddy. Thanks for coming by. Enchantress is a mill deck. Yeah, so true. So true. Are we at 32 yet? Make it happen because I want to show the world what you've done to me. Enchantress has me spooked for LobsterCon. I feel fine about my matchup versus most of the top decks, but Enchantress matchup is just awful. I'm not going to be at LobsterCon, so take this with a grain of salt. But like, I think if you're going in knowing that your Enchantress matchup is awful, I don't think you're going to win LobsterCon. Like, you're going to see Enchantress for sure. A non-zero amount of like the destroyers are 100% going to be on Enchantress. Oh, Grease, you tuned in to the best moment I've had on MTGO in a long time. All right, there we go. Now we can hit. We'll just let this stack resolve. Yeah. No response. 3, 2, 1, 0, and I die. All right, now for the next clip. Where'd my clip tool go? That is awesome. That is so fucking cool. All right, Twitter. Bask in Wizard Wand's glory. 2. All right, let me make sure those actually saved the way they're supposed to. That'll be a tweet for later. And I'm super dead. All right, let's get into round 2. That was awesome. Namu says that was art. That was high art. All right, round 2. Assuming we're going to play against Enchantress again, and assuming they're going to do that same thing to us, and life is tainted and everything's awful. This hand does not have any removal. We've got our plan, right? We've got like Astral Slide, but then we've got all these big blocky mid-range cards. And I think we have to respect the sanctity of the game. Our mana works really well, though. I guess we can like cycle a step, but there's nothing to do with the slide. No, we'll ship this. Funny meme, deck. Funny meme. Well, I'm not going to go to 5 looking for stuff. We've got like multiple cycles. We'll keep this and just ship a plains. Little swamp Cabal Therapy named Astral Slide. Hippie, that's pretty good. Okay, we're just going to play a Heath and hold. Right. Heath, hold. Attackers are cool. Attack for 2. I'll take 2. All right, no slides were lost in the making of this Hypnotic Spectre attack. They weren't. We're good. Duress for sure. All right, end step, and we will cycle, I believe, a Tranquil Thicket. Grab a forest, tap it, cycle. All right, another slide. Wall of Blossoms. All right, plains, 1, 2, wall. Draw a card. Let's go. I guess the card I don't want them to make me discard now. Well, I don't want them to therapy us, just for fucking starters. And then I really would like it if they didn't hit our basic plains. That'd be pretty cool. I wanted it to hit the Astral Slide, so if they have this therapy they're about to cast, they didn't get both of our slides. Dark Writ, maybe not. Hold. Another hippie. Okay, we may have an out to this situation. Ooh, SCP. We still need to get a slide into play, I think. Right? Do we? Wait, do we though? No, we don't. We actually don't. I lied. All right, they go to combat. They attack with both. And then we swords to Plowshares 1. And now we just yield through the turn. I discarded a slide. No hand disruption, please. No hand disruption. All right, 1, 2, 3, slide. Let's draw cyclers. Cyclers off the top are crazy. That's how we win the game. If we brick, this hippie's just going to race us. Yeah, I'm F6ing, buddy. My decree is gonzo. Did you draw land yet? It's your due. STP. Wow, how lucky. Oh, I'm such a lucky piece of shit. I kept no removal and just drew into 2 STPs. Combat's good. Not a fucking chance in hell. STP. Probably kill this wall. No, okay. Renewed Faith. Well, I'll cycle that. All right. Slide away the Wall of Blossoms. Goodbye. I will gain 2 life and I will draw a card. Tranquil Thicket. I think I'll hold that for reasons that I hope are obvious. And then we'll draw another card off the wall. There's a Cartographer. Let's fucking go. Duress me, bro. Combat. Do I just block? I think I do, because that'll keep them wrapped up using all of their mana. I'm just going to block. I'll take this trade. I'll not trade, but I'll let them sink their mana into their shade. And that just lets me F6. All right, we draw a decree. Let's Cartographer. What's in our graveyard for lands? Windswept, perfect. 1, 2, 3. Cast Cartographer. Trigger the Cartographer. We'll get back Windswept Heath. Yes, please. And then we'll play the Heath and we'll just pass. See, now we're cooking in the poop kitchen, guys. This is like actually fucked, by the way, if anyone doesn't know what's about to happen. If our opponent doesn't have anything, they're in like deep shit. Ravenous Rats? For sure. I'll pitch Decree. Cabal Therapy? Absolutely. What do you want to name? Swords to Plowshares. I've already played 2 of those. There's no way that's a good name. Attackers, you can. Before they go to their end step, we'll fetch for a forest. And then I'll cycle this Tranquil Thicket, which will put a slide trigger on the stack. I'll hit the Cartographer. And this is a messed up loop. Cartographer leaves. I draw a card off the Tranquil Thicket. Then we go to end step and check this shit out. We're going to get the Tranquil Thicket back. Oops. And this is a card draw loop that's really dark and messed up and not cool and very non-based of me. All right, let's cycle the Tranquil Thicket, hitting the Cartographer. I will flicker it. And let's draw a card. It's a Secluded Steppe. Let us do nothing. Do I just play this as my land for turn, maybe? Is that like good here? Fuck, that's stupid. Pass. Cartographer enters, and then I will grab that Tranquil Thicket back. Continue, opponent. Combat's totally cool with me. I'm gonna go to blocks. Ooh, what else? The first pump is totally fine. All right, I will now flicker. Ooh, not with that one. I will now flicker my Cartographer. You got a kill spell? All right, I will now flicker my Cartographer. See ya. All right, cool. We won game 1. That was a great sequence. What's good versus this mono black opponent? Probably Compost, probably Mystic Enforcer. Probably not Crypt, probably maybe not Uktabi, definitely not these. Teroh's Faithful, not a chance, right? I don't think they're fast enough to warrant that type of respect. Auramancer potentially is pretty good. Maybe just those. What's not good? Not very much. Like our whole deck is like, don't get me wrong, we can just die. Like this deck, our opponent's deck is very good. They seem to be very competent at playing it. But card for card, like in terms of card quality, our card quality is pretty high versus our opponent. Do I even want the Enforcer? Probably. It's probably better than like Wrath. Feels like I might need Wrath. Maybe Enlightened Tutor strict card disadvantage and it's okay to lose it. But that's my second Compost though. Monk Realist Dystopia. I don't want to cut shit. Let's trim like and Cartographer. Even though it was really good there, we're on the draw. You know what? That's stupid. I think there's one too many Mystic Enforcers in the board. Let's cut like nothing. Let's go up to 61 cards because I'm a sicko like that. Submit. All right, this hand contains good mana, STP, our legendary Nantuko Monastery. Actually, before we even start, let me show you something. I recently made a purchase from local alterer Kyle Leduc, and this is NeonMushroom's Binder of Curiosities, aka altars I've collected from winnings and purchases throughout the last year or so. And in here contains, here it is right here. We have a really cool one. This is, I wanted to build this deck in paper because I saw it earlier. Here is a beautiful, rainy, altered Kyle Leduc Nantuko Monastery. Tell me with a straight face that that's not gorgeous. You can't because it is. All right, yeah, we're keeping this hand. All right, we see a swamp into a curse scroll. I mean, that is a good one. All right, we take a draw. It's a Tranky Banky, Popanky. Well, we got the slide, so let's just play a windy and pass. We'll just like hope they don't have discard, curve from wall into slide. How do we lose? Nantuko Shade for sure. Do we need to kill that? I think we're more worried about a hippie. We're just going to take our turn on tap draw. All right, cool. That's a good draw. Let's go forest and let's just tutor up a plains and let's get this wall of blossoms going and pass. Ooh, Sylvan Library too. That's pretty good. Resilient, how you doing, baby? Chainer's Edict? I mean, if we're Chainer's Edicting Wall of Blossoms, I think we're in a good spot. Yeah, you got it. Combat's cool. I'll take the 2. Did you miss your land drop? Ooh, that's not good for you, opponent. Plains, 1/2, library. You can take your turn. Combat's good. I have no effects. If it's just 2, I'll take it. But if you pump it even once, I'm STPing your Nantuko Shade. I lied. I'll take it. Just kidding. I won't. I will. I won't. I will. I'll actually STP. And now we can yield through turn. You could gain more life by pumping it some more if you wanted, opponent. Ooh, I draw another STP. Let's library. Show me more cards. Mystic Enforcer, how do you beat that? You like don't, right? But I can't pay infinite life because the curse scroll fucks me up pretty good. Let's hide a thicket and hide a swords on top. And then let's just play let's not get greedy. Let's just hold the white up and play the Astral Slide and ship the turn. We're shooting me. I can't stop you. Legitimately, I take 2 here. It was a swamp. They're flooded or they got lucky. One of the 2. It's a factory. Spawning pool's fine. Attackers are cool. Why don't you hop out of here? I got another swords, baby. End step. And then it's my turn. Now the question is, am I paying 4 here? Because if I can get this Mystic Enforcer in play and have mana, that's not the world we're living in right now though, huh? Let's, Chainer's Edict is in the graveyard already, so I have to be cognizant of that. Maybe we exercise more restraint. But I think we're going to play a Tranquil Thicket this turn. Probably going to cycle the Eternal Dragon at some point too. Which one of these am I cool getting rid of? Really none of them. But I guess we'll go Tranquil Thicket we'll go Decree to the top, Tranquil to the top. We'll keep the STP. We'll play the Thicket. I think I messed that up pretty bad. We'll play the Thicket though, and we'll just pass the turn. You got a Swamp. Dystopia. That's quite good. What are we sacking first? Probably, what's on top of my deck again? Good ones. Bangers. But I don't think they're good against Dystopia. Well, you know what's good against Dystopia is Decree of Justice. Yeah, I think we'll sacrifice the Slide for now. We can find more slides. So audio Slide, and then let's draw some extra cards and see what we like. I like the Decree. Decree for 2 protects my Sylvan Library for a little bit longer. Do I pay 4? I think I do. Let's put this back on top. Let's pay 4 here. And let's just play this, and let's be very calm and patient. Dystopia does its thing. They pay a life to keep it around. I like it. Picasso. They're going to therapy me. They shouldn't know about anything in my hand. I'm going to let this go. They name STP, so that's gone. It's crazy that they named STP because like my deck continues to contain only 2 more. I've already cast 2. What a funky play. All right, man up the factory. I think we will now be defensively decreeing. All right, cycle the Decree. 1, 2, 3. That's what I'm saying. I already played 2. 1, 2. But to be fair, that's the thing that beats this factory. So I get why they would do it that way. All right, what do we think about blocks, opponent? We think we want to shoot one. That's going to happen. And then I think I'm not going to block so I can have my library for 1 more turn. So I got nothing. I take 2. End step, my turn. On tap, I will sacrifice a soldier token. And we draw Renewed Faith. Not a bad one here. Let's go ahead and draw some more cards off the library. Dust Bowl is pretty good. I think we'll put the Forest on top and then also the Renewed Faith on top. And then we'll play out... They've got 5, 6 mana, so if they have a 7th, they can Chainer's Edict us. Wait, we should know what's in their hand. They spam their Curse Scroll, right? It's a swamp. So we know that we can play the Mystic Enforcer and force them to make their entire next turn, casting Chainer's Edict. Are we okay with that? Not really. We are thresholded, so we can actually attack for 4 here if we wanted to. Is that a race we can win? Like, not really? Alternatively, we could play the Mystic Enforcer, and if they Chainers, we can just sacrifice Nantuko Monastery, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We draw that Forest, and we can just play the Eternal Dragon and just make the entire game about forcing them to use Dystopia. Maybe that's okay. Okay, let's play Dust Bowl. Let's go. I don't know if that's the right play, but that's the line I think I'm going to take. I'm not going to act. Oh, they concede. Oh, that's sad. Opponent, I think you were like at least 60% to win this game. Oh, okay. Well, whatever. We'll take the win. Let's get into round 3. All right, found our round 3 opponent, and we get to be on the draw because we lost the die roll. This hand contains a Swords, an Nantuko, a Secluded Steppe, and a bunch of spells we can't cast, so that's a mulligan. Here we've got a Swords into a Wall. We've even got a Wasteland. What's the pitch here? We're definitely keeping this. We want one of each basic. What if Wasteland's good? If Wasteland's good and we can find Cartographer, oh my god. Could you imagine? But I think the likelihood that Wrath's good is a little bit higher. That's a turn 4 play. Let's pitch the 4-drop. All right, let's go, opponent. A Lawnmower Wastes. We draw an E-Dragon. I'll play a Plains and pass. I guess maybe I could have just Wastelanded them, but what are they going to do here? Cast a Ravenous Rats? Ooh, their own Wasteland. Okay, that's fine with me. I'm going to hold the Secluded Steppe for a moment because I just drew an Astral Slide. Obviously, I can see the future. Wall of Blossoms. Draw an card and pass to you. A little Auramancer to protect the Astral Slide seems pretty good. Oh, are you not doing anything? Oh, I would have, if it was me, I would have done something there. I'm going to play Windswept Heath and fetch. Let's grab a Plains. And let's just drop this thing that they might kill, but then I'll just Auramancer it back into play. Now I think they have to like kill my Wall of Blossoms if they don't have Naturalize, right? Yeah, Smother, that makes sense. That's a good play. What else? Well, if you're gonna keep not doing anything, I'm now gonna Wasteland you. Yeah, Wasteland your colored source. Do you concede? No? Okay, in that case, I will not cycle my cyclers. I will just plane cycling this Eternal Dragon and get a plains. Probably should have tapped differently for that. And then I did not have to do that right now, did I? I'll just pass the turn. All right, they concede. What a weird league. Our opponents sometimes just don't do anything, and that's weird. The Rock probably, but they've got Wasteland. What does that mean? Hey guys, what does it mean if the Rock plays Wasteland? Mystic Enforcer. Compost. None of this shit. People keep sketchy hands sometimes. Oh no, me too. I've done the same thing. I'm just riffing. Like that play our opponent just made could have easily been me. Like super easily. That could have been me, and it would have sucked. I don't know what our opponent's playing, so that's upside for them, right? I kind of just want like cards that are good against black deck. Maybe I'll trim on an Renewed Faith, and I think I'm tapped out now. No more cyclers can be trimmed and still have good conscience, except for maybe Renewed Faith for a couple of non-cyclers that should be good in the matchup. Submit. Who's texting me this late? Is it Max responding to me? Oh no, yeah, it's just Max responding to me. No sweat. I wonder if Darian Balzer is going to print my thing. Okay, we have Wall of Blossoms, many white cards that I can't cast. I will be using Respect and Restraint. This hand has 3 lands, an STP, a Cartographer. The big problem here is I think I have to ship the Enforcer, but maybe I don't do that. Maybe I just ship the Eternal Dragon and really try to or maybe I just ship the Swords. I think that's disrespectful to what my opponent could be doing. I think I ship the Eternal Dragon because I've got plenty of lands. Or is it Tranquil Thicket? No, it's Eternal Dragon. I'll ship the Eternal Dragon and we dance. Duress me? No, I should have shipped the Swords. All right, Monk Realist is cool. Please play Survival this turn. That would be very choice. Green Source, 1. Cabal Therapy, yeah, that's fine. You're going to take my Mystic Enforcer, unless you know something I don't about the way your hand's set up. Oh, they hit Cartographer. Okay, sure. Yeah, that's like fine. I really like the idea of casting a Mystic Enforcer at some point in the near future. Astral Slide's cool too. I can't really do anything with my mana. I think I'll just play the Thicket and plan to slide our opponent. Could be cool. We see a mountain, or not a mountain, that's a swamp. All right, I'm yielding. You have drawn Duress, Cabal Therapy. How could I possibly win? Goodbye, Mystic Enforcer. I now have an Astral Slide. You will now play Wall of Blossoms and flashback Cabal Therapy, naming Astral Slide. Oh, you didn't do that. Okay. I will play Astral Slide. You will naturalize, ? No naturalize. Okay, you will tree top village and pass to me. Okay, cyclers should be good now. Ooh, Smeal of Cleansing. Let's go Forest, tap for 1, 2, play a seal, and then brace for impact, because that treetop's about to start hurting us. More wastes. Are we schmacking? We're schmacking down. All right, I can just yield through. I'm just taking this pain to the face. All right, Secluded Steppe. Go. Now I can fog their treetop village, which is really cool. 1, 2. I take it back. I can't do that now. Okay, it's gone. You might want to draw some more cycling cards. When you're right, you're right. Wasteland me. Ooh, you've got a good spell. Wasteland my Thicket. Let's tap it for a mana. Haunting Echoes me. Yeah. Okay, sure. That's fine. I mean, it's not I can still win. So, and my opponent's super hellbent. That was a good sequence though. But now I can just kind of play the Eternal Dragon game. Yeah, they got my slides, which is the big beat. So slides and Cartographer, but we still have a game to play. I think they could have been more patient, because I can't stop them from resolving a Haunting Echoes. There's nothing I can do about that. Yeah, Decree is in my deck. They're getting a pretty minty deck tech though. And my Tranquil Thickets are gone too. All right, let's cycle the Secluded Steppe with the green mana floating, and then yeah, you do your thing. This Wall of Blossoms should be pretty cool. Draw planes. Let's go 1, 2, Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Land. Go. Okay, I have a plan. Attackers, end step, cycle Eternal Dragon. Grab a planes. My turn. Untap, draw. Land. 1, 2, Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Another Forest. Pass to you. Set a stop in my upkeep. Yield through this turn as well. Deranged. 6 mana. The fuck costs 6. Ooh, Skeletal Scrying, of course. It must be Skeletal Scrying. Yeah, it's Scrying. Scrying for a bunch. Swamp, for sure. All right, I would like this back, please. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Draw. Compost. If I resolve that, that would be hilarious, but for now, I just pass. 3 mana. Punky Deed. Tap for 2, and then we're going to crack me. Beat up my poor Wall of Blossoms, bring me to 14. It's rude, but I respect it. All right, let's draw. Ooh, another Eternal. Okay, let's just cycle one of them. Grab a Plains, play the Plains, drop a Compost, ship the turn. 1, 2, Tranquil Domain for sure. You've cycled Tranquil Thicket. 1, 2. Is Treetop cruising on in for the business? Are we getting punky with it? We're getting punky with it. Pernicious Deed. So instead of playing an Eternal Dragon into that and getting time walked, I'm going to use my life total as a resource here. I'm going to take this 3, go to 11, cycle my E-Dragon, and then in my upkeep, buy back my E-Dragon, and I'm going to Monk Realist that Pernicious Deed with the intent to block the... well, I guess... no, we'll probably go to 8, because that Treetop sure does have a trample, right? All right, next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give me that back. Draw for turn. Windy, windy. Play a Plains. Play out a Monk Realist. Delete that thing. You may go. Tap 2 for a Treetop. I'm yielding, baby. I've got nothing for you. I will take 3. Ouch, my face. All right, I will not buy back this Eternal Dragon. I'll simply draw. I'll simply play Windswept. I'll simply go to 7. Do I have a forest left to get? I do. We'll grab that forest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Cast. Combat. Ship in for 1. And then we'll pass the turn. I have a 5/5. Innocent Blood? Yeah, for sure. I'll sacrifice this Monk Realist. Innocent Blood? Ooh, good cards in hand. Get him with the Treetop. I like it. Well, luckily I'm at 7 and not 6, so in theory I have time to buy one back. Also, are there Renewed Faiths in my deck? That's like an actual card right now. There are. Okay, attacks are good. I take 3. I'm at 4. End step. Let's cycle this Astral, or this Secluded Steppe. Ooh, E-Tutor. What's left in my deck that's good? I don't think anything, right? Next turn, and then I will buy back an Eternal Dragon for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we'll draw. Ooh, a Decree. Wow. That could be good very shortly. I will pass the turn. Green. Another Treetop Smackdown. I like it. Kaboom. I will take the pain. 3-mana. Teroh who? Teravor. That's fucking rude. All right, you've got a Teravor. What a weird rock deck. We've got like a rock deck with Teravor and Innocent Blood. And Wastelands. Very strange. End step. We'll start. I'm not going to play this Eternal Dragon. I actually have to cycle. So we're going to cycle, and we'll also look at our deck to see if there's a good E-Tutor target that helps us from this spot. We have Wraths will help. Sylvan Library is not a bad one, but I don't think we're casting it just now. Like, if anything, I think I want to... can I hard cast my Decree? I can hard cast it for 3 right now. Yeah, let's grab the Plains, and then... oh, I could E-Tutor for a Phyrexian Furnace. I don't think that does anything, though. We'll save it until I need it. And then we'll just go to our turn and take a natural draw. Okay, there's another E-Dragon. Hey, man, I will just... I'll straight up just die, I think, to a Pernicious Deed, and I think I'm okay with that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Done. Show me your Pernicious Deed. Here's 3 4/4s. Show it to me, baby. Are we going to game 3? Do you have it? The third punky? They don't. We win. We win. We simply win. We're 2-1. Let's get into round number 4. We've got all of our colors. We do not have an Astral Slide. However, we've got removal. I think we're keeping. I had a crazy dream last night about playing Grow with the new Flow State card. Oh, Flow State. That card's crazy. That would be cool. I'm glad it's not a pre-modern card, but it would be cool nonetheless. We do not want to stop on our upkeep. We just want to play this out and pass. Island. It's too early to get dreadnoughted. I haven't even had my coffee yet. Also, it's 10:30 p.m. Wall of Blossoms. Well, either you're going to stifle me or you're not. Fetch. Yeah, I consent. Pass to you. Oh, you have 1 land. Okay, well, we've got green source, a white source, I guess. All right, we'll play this and we will ship the turn back. Peak. I'm not sure that Stifle was actually that good. Of course, here it's good because I'm locked out of a color, but I think if you're a Dreadnought player, it might actually just be better to insist on your game plan. Maybe there's something I'm misunderstanding about Dreadnought fundamentally, though. But like, that peak was just a raw draw, and this deck only plays 17 lands. Yeah, now they're main phase opting. We like that. Did you find it? Or are you going to clean up? You're going to clean up. I don't know if that was... I think you let your opponent fetch, if that's your position, because now I just get to do this to you. We could still very easily lose, but at the same time, it's like, I'm not going to not do all this. As much as I'd like to Wall of Blossoms, I think it's better to like not fall behind on land. So here's my Cartographer. Daze? Absolutely. Absolutely. Now you can't Dreadnought me next turn. Okay, so and I have my next land drop. So I'm just looking to draw like 7 more copies of Swords or just resolve an Astral Slide, then I can't lose to Dreadnought. Portent yourself, I agree. If I can resolve an Astral Slide, I think I actually might not be able to lose. But that's a very big if. They declined to use it, so they must have found their second island, which is a shame for me, really. Oh, okay, well, daze this, I guess. 1, 2, 3. Slide? I can't stop you if you got it, buddy. But if they foil it, now my STP might resolve, so it gets a little tricky for sure. I think they have to foil this. They don't foil it. Okay, interesting. What's going on, Romario? Getting your Dreadnought slided is not a good idea. It makes it really hard to keep having a Dreadnought. Okay, and now they're passing, and I just have this Astral Slide. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do, dude? All right, here's a Dust Bowl. I'll just like play a Wall of Blossoms. Do you have anything? Draw a card. Want to stifle my card draw? That would seem really silly with my slide and play. And we've got an E-Dragon. Did I just play a land? I did. So I'm not going to cycle the E-Dragon right now. I'll just like chill. I think they have to like Chain of Vapor my Astral Slide. 2 mana. What does this mean? Oh, there's a flash in the graveyard. They're going to cast a Cracked Impulse. God, I fucking love this deck. Yeah, it's a crack. It's like that's like Diabolic Visions with flash. Think about that. Oh, we're still at my end step. I'm so sorry. You can go. I have nothing else for you. Are we doing Cartographer plus Wasteland? There's only 1 copy of Wasteland in the deck, but yes, our deck does include that little setup. All right, dude, it's Chain of Vapor or bust here. Like, I don't know. Our opponent, I think, had the tools to win this game, but I think their ambitious Stifle, causing them to not make their second land drop till turn 4, probably had some rippling effects in this game. They're also down a Stifle to stifle a slide trigger. Not that that's even that good. At the end of the second main phase, I will be cycling my Eternal Dragon, which triggers the slide. I would like to do it, and then I'll get a Plains, and then we'll go to my end step, your end step even, and I'll get my Wall of Blossoms back. Stifle works for me. 2 Stifles down. I don't know how they're going to get him to direct. Now they literally just have to find. They don't really have a choice. They've got to find Chain of Vapor. Otherwise, it's like there's no way out here. Now, it is, of course, very much on the menu. Peak. Yeah, you've peaked. 4th mana. I think we're buying back E-Dragon in my upkeep as well. But I think we're going to cycle this Dequee. Cycle the Dequee. 1, 2, 3. Stack those triggers. No response. I'll pay the full amount. They can stifle now, but looks like they're not gonna. Now I have Clock. Draw a card. Another Dequee. Next turn. Yo, let me get this back real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I'll draw. It's a forest. I'll play it. Combat. Carl, what's up, buddy? Everyone's here now. Greenbite Slide beating up on Dreadnought. I think our opponent maybe got ambitious with an early Stifle when they didn't have their second land drop. They stifled the fetch, where my hand was just like full of lands. You can probably make a guess that the green-white deck plays like an above average amount of lands. And then they had a peek in their hand, but then they like drew and passed without playing their second land. Then they peeked, then they used a daze, and like after that point, it was just like, where are you going from here? All right, at the end of your turn, I will definitely cycle this E-Dragon. Unstep, cycle. Maybe they're either like, maybe they're newer to the deck, or maybe there's something I'm fundamentally not understanding. That could be the case too. I am like not even I don't crack the top 1,000 Dreadnought players in the world. So I will not be using this ability though. I think you have to target, but then I can choose not to blink it. We'll go grab a basic Plains. Next turn, am I buying this thing back? I think I am. 1, 2, not like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get this E-Dragon back real quick. Thank you. Take a draw. All right, here's a Plains. Here's some combat. Swing with all, and then you may go. Do I jam a seal? No, I don't think I do. I just pass. Hardcast Gush, 100%. Another island. Are we going to clean up? Or are we going to feed me a Dreadnought? We're not. We're going to clean up. In your end step, I have an action. I would like to cycle my Eternal Dragon, but I would not like to blink my Soldier out of play. I've got 4 more. Yeah, I think we're buying it back again. Next turn, you clean up. And maybe at this point, we're on the like make decree tokens plan. Nah, that's stupid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Instead, I'll just make every land drop. Hulk rules. I get home, I see Premodern stream, and I see Vintage World Champ Crazy Carl in the chat. It's just like that here, you guys. You should definitely like and subscribe. Here's a Plains. Yeah, I think we're done buying this back. I think next turn we are like definitively casting Decree. Ooh, they pitched Dreadnought to hand size. Attack with all creatures. I think our opponent might unironically brain freeze us next round, which is bad because we don't have like a ton of game. Maybe we should have Gaia's Blessings in our sideboard. I simply refuse to do anything here. Yeah, you can go. Did you find your chain? You did not. All right, they're just passing. I will be cycling. I'll target my Soldier. I'll do the whole shebang. No response. I will not do the thing. There's 2 more. I'll be fine with this because now I think I do need to close the loop. Next turn, on tap. Here's a Plains. Here's combat. Full send. You're at 8. You may go. I simply will not do anything with my mana. Hardcast Gush. I agree. Continue. Land. What now? All right, let's see if we can get them to use another Stifle end step. And we'll set a stop in our upkeep just in case they do. Cycling. 1, 2, 3. I will not blink my Soldier token. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's lethal. All right, I'll draw a card. My turn? All right, we get there. Wow, beating Dreadnought's crazy. What's good against Dreadnought? Uktabi Orangutan. No Teroh's Faithful. Aura of Silence, sure. I almost do wonder if this deck does want Gaia's Blessing, because I think we're going to get Brain Freeze, and I don't think we have a lot of outs to it. No Compost, no Mystic Enforcer, no T-Crypt. What don't we want? Monk Realist, Rune of Protection, red. Mystic Enforcer. Wasteland. That can come out. Wasteland. All right, let's do it. Well, also, if you took longer than 10 seconds, you wouldn't be able to register. Yeah, the Lobster Con was, even if you weren't sick, non-zero chance you just wouldn't have made it anyway. Here's the thing. All the people going, damn, if I was only like 10 seconds earlier or whatever, people aren't factoring in the fact, for every person that complains that they didn't get into LobsterCon because they weren't quick enough, if you were all quick enough, the window would have been shorter. So it's just like there's a finite amount of people that can get in. Wrath may be a bit slow, and he may even side out Dreadnoughts. You know, maybe I don't want to just like lose all my action. Maybe you're right about that. There we go. I like that better. Thank you, Oversized Pillow, for saving me from myself. Mono colorless hand. Mulligan. Cartographer hand with Seal of Cleansing. There's an Enlightened Tutor in this hand. Will I be using it? I don't know. I think I'll keep this. What goes away? I think it's just Enlightened Tutor. Let's dance. You have an island. Are you portenting? No, my turn. All right, we'll draw. All right, here's a Tranquil Thicket. You may go. It is awesome. The format's getting popular. That is like my favorite thing ever. It's been a blast. I'm going to my second Paper Premodern tournament this weekend tomorrow. I just finished third place at the Pandemonium Spring Series event this afternoon. Third place with Landstill. It also was won by my buddy Brian Zabowski on Landstill. And then I'm going to be playing in a 1K tomorrow. Seal of Cleansing seems like it gets dazed or counterspelled. Let's feed them something else. Anything else? Are we counterspelling my Wall of Blossoms? Impulse, sure. Probably impulsing to see if they find Daze. I like it. That's good play. I'm new to Premodern. I played for the first time in Paper last week. I live in a major city and only one LGS does Premodern events. There will be more. We have 4. We have 4 in the Detroit area that are hosting Premodern events now. All right, you're passing to me. They're not dreadnoughting us, which really makes me think that they're on the plan. Let's go with Cartographer. No, not Cartographer. Am I insane? Am I crazy? Let's play a Plains and let's jam a Seal of Cleansing. I need to keep them busy. Okay, that worked. So now I'm like sure. Now I'm like sure they're trying to brain freeze us, which is not great. 3 mana, just flash of insight for 1. You've got it. Islands. Pass. All right, we need to do anything here because I need to get a clock going. So I think I'm going to not play around days here. I'm going to cycle this Tranquil Thicket. I'll play this forest, and here is a Cartographer, aka something with power and toughness that they'll probably counterspell. So I have an all-foil red-white Rifter deck. I wonder how bad it would be to get the foils to build the green-white deck too. That'd be sick, actually. That would be dope. All right, they just hardcast a Thwart. I like it. You're up. Next turn, we will try to Cartographer again. Should this deck play Albino Troll in the sideboard as a pivot versus the Brain Freeze plan? Because we're doing nothing right now. There's an STP. Let's go Forest, and let's go with a Cartographer. You'll probably counter anything with power and toughness, right? Hardcast foil, you got it. You may go. You know what I just got? I did get the foil, the Arena promo foil Uktabi Orangutan. So that'd be cool in the sideboard. All right, they're just playing lands and passing. So they're like for sure going to try to brain freeze us. How about this Wall of Blossoms, bro? Eternal Dragon. Oh shit. Cycle that shit. That's a plan right there. All right, here's my plains. I'll play it. You may go. Your turn, opponent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hardcast Gush. Just flash for 2. I've got nothing for it. How crazy would it be if our opponent was on the Dreadnought plan and they're just like slow rolling this shit? If they're on the if they are actually on the Brain Freeze plan, this is a weird way to use like opt and flash and stuff. I think they should be sandbagging those a little bit longer, unless they've got like 2 out of 4 vision charms and they're going to go for like charm, Brain Freeze. That would make sense. They're just passing. That's cool with us. I think we will be buying back Eternal Dragon. Give me that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Want to stifle this? No. Draw. Cartographer, you may go. Hardcast Gush. Are we doing the Bingus Flash for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5? Nope, just Hardcast Gush. That's good. It's just an opt. Are they going for it here? Is it time? Am I about to get brain frizzled? You would like to keep stifles for guys that you don't pack. Yeah, true. All right, my go. On tap. Draw. All right, there's a decree. Let's go ahead and cycle my Eternal Dragon. Get another land out. Plains. We'll play the plains out. Let's go ahead and try for a Cartographer. aka something with power and toughness. Probably should have tapped for that a little differently. Yeah, I don't think our opponent's playing the matchup quite right if they're trying to brain freeze us. The gushes are really, really valuable on that turn, but they might just assume they have so much time that they can, oh, they hardcast foil, deal, you're up. But they might just assume they have so much time that they can just like slow roll the shit out of it and like wait until like turn 30 to do it, which is like, I don't know. I'm not the greatest Dreadnought player, so I can't speculate. What is this, a gush? Oh, just a flash, sure. Flash for 8 in the main phase. This is a weird time to do that. Ooh, the Time Knight 113. Thanks for the Prime sub, buddy. Appreciate you. They're gushing. Yeah, I think they're going for it here. Ooh, just got back from Premodern Regionals. 1-4-1 with Psychotog. Ooh, the beats. Sorry to hear it, buddy. Sabo's Web, that resolves. That's fine. I can seal of cleansing that. My win was the buy. Oh, rough. Bad beats for Psychotog, huh? Sorry to hear it, buddy. Tormod's Crypt is also fine. These are a bunch of cards that I don't think are good against me, but if they're brain freezing, then they're just spells they can cast. So it's like kind of fine. Brain freeze. Okay. That's not a lot of brain freezes, though. Okay, yeah, you've milled me for a ton. I'm not sure I understand why we would do it like that here. All right, yep. More. Okay, you've brain freezed me. What now? Crypt for sure. I have 26 cards in my deck. Maybe they're just going to go for it again next turn. Well, I think I need to seal that Sabo's Web because I believe I am now going to cycle Decree ASAP. Maybe they stifle this. Maybe I was supposed to do this on my turn. Who knows? Oh, that just worked. Okay, my turn. They pitch an island. We'll draw. Aura of Silence is kind of neat. But I think we will just ship it and cycle for 4 at their end step, see if they've got a stifle. At this point, surely they have a stifle. Yeah, if they had the brain freeze, if they had just sandbagged those gushes, I think they could have gotten us for our whole deck. Strange. Land. Yes, sir. So we're not doing anything. At the end step, let's see if you got the stifle. 1, 2, 3. Cycle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Done. 4 dudes. Draw a card. Okay. I have clock. They could have powder keg. On tap, draw. Renewed Faith. Land. Combat. Full send. Hiya. I also love Decree. Then I will go 1, 2, 3. Here is my... That's not how you tap for Aura of Silence, huh? Here's Aura of Silence, I guess. They annul. No response there. 1, 2, 3. Auramancer. More power and toughness. The reason I'm not waiting to cast my spells, so they can't brain freeze us, is because they don't need assistance to brain freeze us. If they have it, we're dead either way. So I'm just going to like cast my spells and see if I can like get an edge. Gush brain freeze, Gush Vision Charm brain freeze. We can go to game 3. Oh, flash. Oh, they're not even brain freezing. Interesting. All right, you're up. Land. You have 6 in your hand. I need to build land still or just blue-eye control. I highly recommend blue-eye control. End step, let's go ahead and cycle the Renewed Faith. Is the Nantuko Monastery still in my deck? That would go crazy here. What are you doing? You just tapped a bunch of mana. Okay, I've drawn a card. My turn, on tap, draw. Ooh, Wall of Blossoms, combat. Let us full send it. Doink. Okay, you're at 12. Let's go ahead and cast a Wall of Blossoms. Draw and card. Secluded Steppe. Let's cycle it. Renewed Faith. We'll just chill now. You're up, opponent. Blue control gets a Chroma's Vengeance and like Wrath over the 3 standstills. Yeah, but you get the man land. I think the man lands and standstill are what makes the deck good. It's all I've been playing in paper. It has been going great. I think standstill is the better deck. I think blue-white control is more of a metagame pick. That's my take on it. Ooh, they have a Dreadnought. Yeah, you're casting it. You're stifling the trigger that happens. Why are we like doing this half pregnant thing? Attackers. I'm not even going to do anything on their turn because like they could have another brain freeze. End step. I'm just going to cycle this Renewed Faith. 1, 2, cycle. I will gain the life. Draw a card. Cartographer. Hello. Yeah, let's go to our turn. Take a draw. There's a Dust Bowl. Doesn't really do a lot, but it's like an extra mana, I guess. Let's drop Cartographer. Should I Dust Bowl my own? No, there's already a cycling land in the graveyard. Cartographer? How do we feel about this? Surely it's no longer on the list of things you care about. Optim response, sure. How about this Cartographer, though? All right, I will get this back. Corpivore. All right, do we cycle this now? I feel like we do. Cycle. A Plains. We will pass the turn. If they start getting busy, I win that race, right? Combat's good. All right, to manage the pain, I will block with 2 Wall of Blossoms. Actually, all 3, because I can't just like willy-nilly draw cards anymore. I'll just take 0 off this first attack and bin those in any order. Another Dreadnought is cool. Vision Charm is also cool. A 3rd Dreadnought, sure. Vision Charm that one. I think that one we must STP and let you gain 800 life. All right, their Vision Charms aren't milling us, which is really kind of neat. End step, my turn. Let's take a draw. Secluded Steppe. Let's just cycle that bad boy. Sylvan Library. Let's play that. Let's go to combat. That is mucho damage. Let's full send. Let's send with just the soldiers. That way, if our Swords to Plowshares plan doesn't work out, it's like kind of okay. Damage. And then I think we'll set a stop in their upkeep and just STP one of their dreadnoughts. All right, tap one, STP a dreadnought. All right, you are at 32, my guy. Combat. I can go to 12, so I will. I am at 12. End step. My turn. Library. Show me the way. I would like to see more cards. Yes. Renewed Faith on Nantuko Monastery. Let's put this back on top. Let's pay 4 for this. Go to 8. Bop. Let's cast 1, 2, 3, 4. Wrath of God. I might need to leave back all my blockers if that doesn't resolve. That's why I'm not attacking first. What matchups do you prefer blue-white control instead of standstill like Enchantress? I think big blue-white's better against... Ooh, that just worked, huh? All right, here's an Nantuko Monastery. You may go. Big blue-white is actually better against Enchantress because of the Akroma's Vengeance, I think. But the matchups that I prefer straight-up blue-white land still into are like most of the top of the metagame. I much prefer playing land still into like goblins because the man lands are just so fucking important. All right, let's cycle the Renewed Faith. 1, 2, and draw a card and go to our turn. Draw the card we knew about. Oh, we didn't know about this. We're already through the pile of cards we knew about. I want more. There's a decree. We'll put this back. No, we'll put this back on. We'll put them both back on top. Then we will play this land and then let's get busy. Hiya. Take 4. You're at 28. You may go. Hardcast Gush is cool with me. Just join. This looks like a spicy meatball. It is cougar bait. This is the spiciest meatball we've played in a hot minute here. All right, they're just passing. I think we're going to just like cycle this decree for all we can. Right now, we're running out of time via the size of our deck. Someone's giving the play-by-play in my Discord of the finals match of regionals. Oh yeah? How's it going? Who's winning? All right, end of your turn. It's cycling time. 1, 2, 3. They would like to stifle. I have no response to this. 1-1 burn Psychotog. What a classic matchup, huh? All right, my turn. Untap. Let's do the library dance. Show me more cards, deck. All right, I will be just taking 1 card. And then let's go land. Let's turn on the monastery. Combat. Send it. Bring you to 24. And then here comes our friend Seal of Cleansing. Oh, Curran's there? Hey, when's the next episode of Call of the Herd anyway? All right, opponent, what you got? His buddy's the Sly player. Nice, nice. So we're rooting for Sly. That's weird for me. Chain of Vapor, the Seal is fine. I've got nothing for it. Powder Keg is cool. This must be just like a brain freeze. Yield through turn. They've used so much time on their clock that I'm going to use every second of equity I can get. All right, draw. Oh, I can't. All right, begin sideboarding. So they're doing Brain Freeze and Dreadnought in full force on all of them. I don't think that means anything for the way I've sideboarded. Maybe I could play like 1 more Mystic Enforcer. Nah, I think this is fine. Submit. I think that means you play as if it's just Dreadnought. I think so too. Yeah, getting bonked early is how we lose. If they're going to Brain Freeze win, I don't think they have time. All right, I'll take the play. Can this hand beat a Dreadnought? I mean, yes, it can. Yes, it can. We'll keep. I live in constant fear of getting bonked. You and me both, Romario. You and me both. All right. We'll take the stops off of these upkeeps. And we'll just play this. And we'll pass. What is the command for seeing deck list? Exclamation point deck. Silly bean. It's exclamation point deck. There's actually 2 bots too. So like you'll get it twice. Sorry. I'm going to play this Seal of Cleansing and see what you do about it. Oh, it's cool. That just works. Nice. There you go. All right. Passing to me is cool with me. Let's go Plains and then Wall of Blossom. So I'm playing around days. Draw a card. STP maybe? Decree is fine. You're up, opponent. Joyful Waffle, Romario, Crazy Carl Winter. Is this just all the best pre-modern sickos from around the globe? Yeah, you've impulsed. Island for sure. Nothing else though? All right, let's cycle. Another Wall of Blossoms. I'll take that. Untap draw. There's a Uktabi. Let's jam Wall of Blossoms. Take a draw. Wasteland. Yeah, there's like a fine vanilla land drop. Honored to be called the best sicko. Yeah, I mean, I just named 3 players who could outplay the shit out of me. All right, opponent, what are we doing? You can't tank this long, man. You've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds to figure this out. Hello, me, also a sicko. Mitch is, like, I give Mitch a lot of shit. He actually is a Magic the Gathering fucking sicko. He just doesn't play our Lord and Savior Premodern, which I do respect. I love this format. I do, as much as shit as I like to give people who don't play Premodern, I understand this format is very much not for every single person, and that's okay. No, I'm not even going to play the Aura. I think I'm actually going to like cycle the Decree, maybe. Give them anything to think about. Good old sex monkeys on Dreadnought duty. Speaking of sickos, here's Brian Haiti. No, you're a Value Vintage sicko, buddy. You're Mr. Value Vintage himself. All right, you're just going to play lands and pass. I'm going to go to the end step and see if you stifle my fetch land. I consent. Stifle's cool. All right, my turn. Here's a plains, and you may go. Catch that landstill deck I posted in Discord? It's not just VV. It's true. Yeah, I just took third today in the Pandemonium Premodern Spring Series 1 with landstill, and my buddy Brian Zabowski took first place with the very... He changed my list by a little bit, but he like a few tunes, but we're very much playing a similar list. He traditionally plays elves. Next turn, on tap, draw. It's another decree. We take those. Combat, frontal assault you, and you may go. Is it maybe time to play Aura of Silence? Yeah, I think we're like cool to pick a fight here. 2 1Ks and a 3K going on. Oh yeah, they sure are doing that. All right, you foiled. All right, I love you casting spells that don't add to a brain freeze count, and you're passing again. Okay, my turn. On tap, draw. There's a slide. We'll just try to put that into play, I guess. Attack. 1, 2, 3. Astral Slide. I'm gonna fight over this. I'd consider it. Gushy. It's good. Landstill is great. How important do you find the humility? Quite. I find it quite important. I actually cut the second powder keg for humility. They did foil the Astral Slide, which is like fine. 1 mana. All right. Like you can't, unless you have like, yeah, your vision charming me. I don't think you can do it though, right? You've got like, yeah, this just isn't enough. Yield through turn. And I still have a deck. You may go. Can I share a silly deck I brewed? Yeah, you can share a silly deck. I'll take a look at it. All right, untap, draw. It's a plains. Combat, send it. You may goes. I think you don't cast anything. I'm just going to cycle decree, right? Cycle decree. 1, 2, 3. Draw a card. My turn. Ooh, Nantuko Monastery. You speed the clock up. Combat. Full send. You're at 8. They're dead next turn, so they have to kill me right now. 1 opt. Do we have an opponent? Am I cooked? Gosh, we might be cooked. They don't do anything. You'll love to see it. My turn. Activate this monastery. Do I even give them the option to stifle? Why not? Who actually cares? Activate monastery. Combat. Full send. Can you stop this? Oh, they don't even clock out. I killed them when they have 30 seconds on the clock. Neat. Nifty. Round 5. This hand contains the slowest mana base you've ever seen, but with the deck's game plan in hand, so I'll keep it. Here is a Secluded Steppe. Pass. What's your opinion on the Mad Dogs deck? It's a great deck. Play it. I've heard a lot of people talking some mad shit on that deck. Hard disagree with all of it. I think it's a very good deck. Therapy. Yes. What is it like? Do you think I'm T-Ged and you name Sylvan? Our Oath? Eternal Dragon. I don't have that one. There's a plains. I'll hide that for now. I'm just going to play Tranquil Thicket and pass. Is it a bad matchup against Replenish? Yes, but not unlosable. Mad Dog's bad matchup is combo in general. All right, Plague Bearer's cool. They're probably going to sack it to get my Astral Slide, which is also cool. Oh, you're dead. Yeah, it's not an easy matchup. Exactly. Oh, rip. All right, there goes my slide. I think we cycle our Secluded Steppe and buy it back with Cartographer. Cycling. Also, we could have just e-tutored for, that was a punt. We could have just e-tutored for the thing, but it's fine. I actually don't mind this line anyway. 1, 2, wait. No. Now we don't do that. Now we play Wall of Blossoms and we just do the play anyway. We e-tutor for Astral Slide and then we just pass. A green source. Interesting. End step, tap for a white, e-tutor. Yeah, I think Mad Dog probably just destroys Stasis. Astral Slide. I will draw my Astral Slide. I will play a Plains and we'll see if you have Naturalize. And then I'll just pass to you. If you've got it, dude. Corrosion Tusker? Hey, that triggers my slide. All right, I will use Slide's ability. Oh, that was good. That was so good. I don't know if our opponent knew that was the case. What cost 4? Ravenous Baloth? For sure. Go away. Probably just sack it though, right? All right, our opponent's playing the Rock, so Pernicious Deed is going to be a problem for us. But we're going to start up a pretty messed up loop here. Take a draw. There's a Renewed Faith. We'll play a Plains. We will drop our Cartographer. 1, 2, 3. Cartographer will enter. We'll grab back our cycling land. And then let's cycle our cycling land. And then slide out our Cartographer. Draw a card off the cycling land. And then go to end step. And then we'll get our Cartographer back. And we'll do the dark loop of buying back our Secluded Steppe again. Thank you. And you may go. Remember, opponent, Pernicious Deed is not a legal Magic the Gathering card. Oh, well, now it doesn't matter if you have it. Another Baloth? For sure. That's cool with me. Hey, before we even pass through the phases, I'm going to cycle Secluded Steppe. And I'm going to do my Cartographer. Let's draw a card. Ooh, a Phyrexian Furnace. Now we can start to fight the recurring nightmare. I like that. All right, enters my Cartographer, get back my Secluded Woody, and then we go to my turn, where I untap and I draw, and I play this forest, and I tap this plains, and I play this Phyrexian Furnace, and then I eat the bottom, and then we cycle the Secluded Steppe, and then we hit the Cartographer, and then we say yes, and then we draw a card, and then we cycle the Renewed Faith, and then we slide out the Wall of Blossoms, and then we say yes to everything, and then we pass the turn. And then in the end step, we get back our creatures, and I'll get back my Cycler, and then I'll get a Wall of Blossoms and draw a card. And now it's your turn. Good luck. Pernicious Deed, for sure. I think now I will just let that go. And then I'll do some other messed up shit. All right, attackers, I will just take 4. Ouch. Oh, they're not going to sacrifice the Pernicious Deed. Oh, okay. I'll untap then. That's fine with me. Untap. Let's eat the bottom. And now I will tap and I will cycle Tranquil Thicket, triggering the slide, hitting the Cartographer. Now they'll pop the Pernicious Deed, and now I will have further responses. All right, cycle Secluded Steppe, trigger the slide, hit the Cartographer anyway. Can you play Rock Without Hermits? Is it still a good deck if you don't? Some versions, sure, absolutely. We'll draw a card off that, and then I will cycle Renewed Faith. 1, 2, Astral Slide out my Wall of Blossoms. I will use the ability of Renewed Faith. I will exile the wall. There's a decree, and do I want to convert my card from the Furnace? Yeah, I think I do. We'll crack this on our opponent's Ravenous Baloth, tapping for a green. And then Pernicious Deed can exile just Astral Slide. I'll draw one more card, and then I'll play Windswept Heath, and I will fetch. And then we'll go grab us a basic forest, and then we'll play out a Wall of Blossoms, and then we'll just pass the turn. Get back our creatures. We're going to have to go to discard, unfortunately. Don't love that. Let's grab back a Secluded Steppe. Yes, please. And draw a card off the Wall of Blossoms. All right, that's an STP. Let's pitch basic plains, and how good could Monk Realist possibly be? Seems pretty bad. Those two. You go. Yeah, I'll block that. No thank you. That's a Yavimaya Elder for sure. Windswept Heath. We'll play it. We will... Are we just like cycling? Do we hardcast? Let's fetch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can hardcast for 2. And then I've got another one for backup. Fucking yeah, I guess. I think we want to plains. Let's just hardcast this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Make 2 dudes. And then you can go. You tell me if you've got another Pernicious Deed. Pop the Elders, fine. How many Nightmares do they normally play? Usually 2 is the answer to that question. However, Nightmare doesn't do anything to save them from the Angels. They need another Pernicious Deed. Do we find? Nope, we cycle Tusker of 6. What was the loss to in round 1? I can't remember, but it wasn't close. We got destroyed. It was Enchantress. Yeah, you attack. This time we're just going to take the 4. That way if we draw an Astral Slide, we're right back online. Cabal Therapy? Yeah, take what you want, baby. My hand's like fine at best. Swords to Plowshares, you hit. Want to sack your Baloth and flash it back, naming Decree so you don't just fucking die? Of course, then you're sacking your Ravenous Baloth. I guess they could sack their Treetop. That would be like fine. At some point, we're going to find another Astral Slide, and that's going to get really weird for our opponent. Punky? Did we find Punky? Pernicious Deed? Activate Treetop to itself? Flashback Deed? Our flashback Cabal Therapy hit my good card? That would make sense. Well, I still have 2 Angels, huh? All right, you've got my Decree of Justice. Wrath of God's not what we want. Let's cycle this. Slide. Hello. 1, 2, 3. Astral Slide. Okay, let's go ahead and do this now. Let's tap for a green and cycle the Tranquil Thicket. Trigger the slide, hit the Cartographer. See ya? Is this cool? Adios. All right, draw a card. Very nice. It's an Auramancer. Go to combat. Send in with both of these. Damage. And then we chill. We're gonna get our buddy back, who's gonna go grab us a Tranquil Thicket back, and then we're gonna ship it. Attackers are cool. I will be declaring a block here. Okay, before damage, I would like to cycle Tranquil Thicket, trigger the slide, target my Cartographer. Bye. Draw a card. Okay, I take nothing, because Baloth weirdly doesn't have trample. It feels like it should, but it doesn't. 1, 2, 3. Pernicious Deed, there you go. He's here. The good thing I've got this Auramancer. End step. Trigger the Astral Slide. Do I get my dude back? Give me that Tranquil Thicket. Should have grabbed the white one. Punt. Not that it really matters. They're going to wipe the board before I can cycle anyway. All right, yield to all. All my dudes are dead. Let me get this land back, though. All right, next turn. Untap, draw, land, 1, 2, 3, Auramancer. All right, let me get that Astral Slide back real quick. Let's go 1, 2, 3, Astral Slide. And then how many cyclers we got? Just 1. That means we probably just want to play the wall and draw a card, and then we just pass. And we probably just take the damage from this Baloth here. Yeah, I'll take 4. I'm at 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Are we like casting Crows and Tusker? What's going on here? Genesis resolves. 1, 2, 3, 4. Dust Bowl. That was probably not that good. That's gone, yeah. I guess it doesn't matter because I've got infinite cycling lands anyway. Before you pass to me, we'll cycle the Tranquil Thicket. We'll do the Wall of Blossoms this time. And I will do the thing. Draw a card. Renewed Faith is good. Wall of Blossoms will re-enter. I'll draw another card. Nantuko Monastery is phenomenal, actually. It'll keep their Dust Bowl busy if nothing else. Ooh, Mystic Enforcer. Hold on. Now we're cooking. How do they beat that? I think they simply don't. Let's sandbag Nantuko Monastery maybe now. We want to hold our Cyclers to protect Auramancer, to protect our Astral Slide. So what we'll do is before they can do anything with it, we'll just STP the Genesis. And then here is a threat you can't actually ignore. Mystic Enforcer. And then you may... Ooh, I can attack too. That's nice. Attack for 2. Electricum, this is so hot. Yeah, I love this deck so much. It's so fun. Take 2. You may go. I'm not even going to play the Nantuko Monastery into the Dust Bowl. I'll wait. I'll let him stay busy. Ooh, Treetop Village. What do I do? Pernicious Deed? Or is this like a real spell? Another Genesis? I mean, you've got another Genesis. Attackers. All right, we're going to hold our Cycler until we find another one. We'll play out a Forest. We'll go to combat. Here comes this thing for 6 damage. And then do we need to like... Are there any enchantments we can cycle right now? Not really. I think that's like fine. We can just like block, I guess. Or do we need to be brave? Maybe we just need to be brave. Is it going to fall apart if I get brave? Who knows? I'm going to be brave though. It's time to cycle Renewed Faith. And we'll hit the Wall of Blossoms. Goodbye, Wall of Blossoms. Gain some life, draw a card. We found another Cycler. Yay. Now we'll just pass. We'll get back our Wall of Blossoms. Draw another Cycler. No, not quite. Dust Bowl, though. That lets us remove their Dust Bowl, and I can start getting busy with Monastery. Seems solid. They play a Forest. They tap for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's Haunting Echoes. At this point, does it matter? I guess if they deck me completely, it matters. Do they search my hand? They don't. Let's take a look at our graveyard. No, I want to take like a bigger look at our graveyard. We lose mostly everything, but they can't look at our hand. Let's just hope we don't get straight up decked and let this go. Only problem with Monastery is it gets Genesis in the yard. It does. That's very true. Though our Mystic Enforcer is going to make it hard for them to like live for very long. Put you on the TV while I cook me dinner. Awesome. Appreciate that. All right. You've got most of my deck. My clock is still good. Oh, it shrinks my Mystic Enforcer. So I'll have to do some work to get back to Threshold. Attackers, you certainly can. All right. Let's go declare block. Maybe I should have Auramancer to get something back. Let's go declare block. Wait, they're at 12. No, we do need to block still. Declare blockers. Let's go this here. Okay, let's cycle Secluded Steppe. Trigger the slide, blink the wall. Draw an E-Dragon. I like it. And then we'll go to damage, which is fine. We will go to end step, and we will get back our wall. We'll draw a card. And then let's actually, we just hardcast. What am I thinking? We just hardcast E-Dragon. My turn. Draw. All right, it's a plains. Combat. Full. Wait, how much mana do we have? 5, 6. Yeah, we got plenty of mana. Full send. Yeah, you've activated Treetop. Let's go ahead and eliminate that threat. 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we're good. Plane cycle. Get the fuck out of here. Do I have planes left in my deck? No. My deck's full of like cool cards though. Rune of Protection, red's still there. All right, damage. Take 5. And then let's go just Bowl. Wait, I can Dust Bowl myself to attack with the Monastery. No, that's silly though. Let's just play Eternal Dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then we can, I guess we'll just play a Plains. And then we'll chill. You're up, opponent. And I'll get something back. They'll get their Treetop back. You're up. Am I dead? Maybe. Duress. Yeah, you can have whatever you want. Girlfriend is like the MI guy. She is from Michigan. Oh, is that the Michigan guy? Yeah, I'm the Michigan guy. I'm from Wasteland, Michigan, aka Metro Detroit area, but not actually in Detroit. I can't claim that. Yeah, you can attack. I'm going to block. Michigan is the best state. I kind of just agree with that. Go to blocks. No. Damage. That's a dead wall. What else? Can you like stop me from killing you? A second Dust Bowl? You've got nothing? Do I just buy back this dragon in my upkeep? I think I just do, right? On tap. Give me this dragon back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me get that. Draw for turn. A library. You're not very helpful. Go to combat. Attack you. For 5 in the air. I think it's too close to a high to be the best state. Keep your enemy close is crazy. Here comes my Dust Bowl. And then we can kind of set ourselves up with Threshold ourselves by Dust Bowling ourselves if we need to. You're up, opponent. Attackers is cool. Okay, those are good attacks. I'd like to declare blockers like this. I'm comfortable taking 4. Yeah. Ouch. Tap for 4. Is this another Ravenous Bailout? Cut it out. Quit gaining life. Dust Bowl me. I win. Yahoo. Okay. They did a lot of stuff, but none of it led to them winning the game. Compost. Do I crit myself in response to an Echoes? Yes. It's probably like fine. Mystic Enforcer, Sacred Ground, no. Seal of Cleansing, no. Auramancer, maybe. Or of Silence, no. Teroh's Faithful, no. Scour, no. None of the... Scour, yeah, it doesn't actually work on Pernicious Deed. They can just sack it in response. So these are the maybes. What is the chance that 3 Wrath of God is like 1 too many Wrath of God? Seems like that's likely. So 1 Wrath of God, 1 of my Rune of Protection reds. Maybe 2 Crypts is crazy. Maybe I just want 1 as a pressure release to go with my Phyrexian Furnace. And then maybe I can trim like an Renewed Faith. I like that Wall of Blossoms blocks Treetop, but maybe I can cut 1. And then from there, they're trying to Renewed Faith me. What if I just go to 61 vibes based? Submit. This deck seems like my kind of dirtily bullshit. Yeah, you'd love this. This deck isn't like one of the best decks in the format, but if you're good enough at the game, you can hide the fact that the deck's a little underpowered by just not playing your opponent. Just simply win. This is a really slow, dirtily hand, and our opponent's deck doesn't do anything. Sure, keep. My turn. I will take the stop out of my upkeep because the clock's actually my biggest enemy right now. Here's a Plains go. Swamp. Pass. Wow. And step. Let me cycle this real quick. Our next turn, untap draw. There's a Compost. Yeah, I think we play that. Fetch. Here's a Forest. Compost. You can go. Swamp into what? Into nothing. I like that. Let's go Windswept Heath. Fetch. And am I comfy just cartographering back a land drop? I think so. Let's go Plains and Cartographer. And it's just going to be a land that gets me another land. I'm like trying to play an Eternal Dragon game. So here's my dude. Here's my thing. Go. You're going to play a Ravenous Bavinous. Seems strong. That resolves. Tranquil. What do we want to do here? What do we want to do here? Definitely not Wrath yet. That seems like so early. We'll just play our normal land and plan to do some cycling of the E-Dragon and some taking of the 4 and the using our life total as a resource. Now, if they get busy with that treetop, we might have to cycle, but it looks like they're not doing that. Yeah, I'll try to preserve my Cartographer for just a second here. Take some pain. End step, let's go ahead and fetch for a green source, Forest. And let's go 1-2, and then we'll get a Plains. And then maybe it was wrong to actually expose that this early because they could Haunting Echoes us next turn, and I can't buy it back. That was probably a mistake. Note for next time I play this deck. Cycle the Secluded Steppe. Cycle the Tranquil Thicket. My turn. Draw the Thicket. Play the Plains. Attack for none. Pass to you. Got any spice of this? Focus around Mirari's Wake? I do not. I've got nothing for you. Volrath Stronghold. That's a good one. All right. Yeah, I think we just want to like not keep taking 4. They can sack that and gain some life. They're going to gain 4 no matter what I do. What else do you got, opponent? Volrath Stronghold can loop the Baloth. Think about that. End step. Let's go cycle and cycle. Our deck just cycles. We're not going to buy back just yet. I want to cast this Wall of Blossoms. Draw a card. Wasteland? Not quite. There's another E-Dragon though. I think here, yeah, I'm going to get a Secluded Steppe into play actually. And then I'll just cycle E-Dragon at their end step and then buy 1 back. Maybe I just hold it actually, but that still means I'm playing this here. And then do we go to combat? No, they will just activate their Treetop Village and they'll be sad for me. We'll just pass. Yeah, you get back your Ravenous Baloth. That's fine. Dusty Bowl. Green, 1, 2. You've got a Baloth. Attackers. Okay, we're just going to play this E-Dragon and see what they do about it. Draw a card. Ooh, Auramancer. Is there anything in there? No. Forest. Hey, dude, here's this. You can go. I have big Eternal Dragon. Another Tweetchat Village. Okay, internet. Can I put Go Gadget Big Dumb Idiot? Yeah, that's what this deck kind of does. Just makes idiots and hopes that our opponent doesn't have a plan. I would like to know if I can play Armageddon in my lands deck. Is that okay? Probably not. Is it Haunting Echoes time? It's Morph time. So you would like to Nantuko Vigilante me. Sure. Untap, draw Plains. Should I have bought that back? Maybe. Let's go land drop, combat. Am I Dirtlin? Am I Wrathen of God? Not yet. I think we're gonna like chill, right? Let's look at the graveyard. Are there any enchantments? Did I miss something? No. No matter how many times I look, it keeps not being there. Yeah, I value this more as a blocker at the moment, so I'm going to pass. That Solutionist is raiding with a party of 64. How did you do in the challenge, buddy? I saw you were playing in the challenge. Yeah, we're just going to chill. I think we're just going to chill on it. They'll flip a Vigilante, hit the Compost. That'll give me a target for my Auramancer. Oh, or not. Watch that be like a Tribal Force Mage. He lost in top 8. Oh, but he made the cut. Count it. Love to see it. It's a shame he's raiding right now. We're like in the last round. You're not doing anything. Okay. Well, then I will buy back my E-Dragon because you're saying we don't do anything. I'm going to do stuff. You can't make me not do anything. He won the Vintage Challenge earlier. She is destroying these challenges right now. Ooh, yeah, we'll play this, right? Yeah, I don't want to get Haunting Echoed. Here's this. What do you think about that? And then do I just cycle? Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to not make a land drop, right? 1, 2, plane cycling. They're probably just trying to time me out, which to be fair, from here is a pretty good strategy. Play the planes, pass to you. Although at some point, I simply will play all of my Eternal Dragons, right? Green, whatever. Is it flip time? Nantuko Vigilante, take out the Tormod Crypt. Do I care about any of this? Not really. I'm actually going to crypt myself to like dodge Haunting Echoes. I've already got an E-Dragon in play. But if they draw Haunting Echoes, like I'm in deep shit. I will just crypt myself. All right, you're good. Do your thing. If I draw a slide, maybe we can start to really do some stuff here. 2 manas. And they're black? Yeah, I'll block like this. Nice attack. All right, we'll take a draw. Ooh, slide. 1, 2, 3. Play slide. You can go. Your turn. You wouldn't naturalize an Astral Slide, would you? Diabolic Edict? For sure. Goodbye, Cartographer. Oh, you. Diabolic Edict, you, for sure. Trigger Compost. I would like to draw a card. Okay, continue. Stronghold the Vigilante, absolutely. So what are we edging for here? Edging, LMAO. Yeah, probably just Mystic Enforcer. You have a morph. It's a cool play. I like the play. Not flipping the morph right now doesn't make any sense, though. You're just going to give me a draw step? Okay, I'll draw. Let's play a Wall of Blossoms. Waiting to flip until now is completely unhinged. Yes, you've blown that up. Deal. Can I draw a card? All right, there's a Nantuko Monastery. They have a Dust Bowl, though. I think we just let that lie. Let's set up. I can just block the treetops and shit. The only thing I'm worried about is the Ravenous Baloth. Do I start getting in? Can I win this race? Not yet, right? Let's go Nantuko Monastery. I'm going to have to feed their Dust Bowl at some point anyway. And then let's just drop a Mystic Enforcer. Mystic Enforcer, you may go. 4 mana. If I can draw my Dust Bowl or Wasteland, then this Wrath of God gets good. Haunting Echoes me getting my Astral Slide. I mean, that deadens my Auramancer, but that's fine. I think they're just playing to the clock. None of these plays matter. Nothing they've done has mattered for like the last 7 turns. This reads like playing to the clock, which is fair. All right, I would like to trigger my Compost, please. Ooh, Cartographer. Am I getting Dust Bowled? Guys, blessing yourself? Yeah, they're just playing to the clock. Holy shit. Yeah, attackers, you can't. My turn. It's me turn. Untap, draw. Tranquil Thicket. Let's cycle it. Let's play a plains. Let's drop the Cartographer. 1, 2, 3. Give me that back. Let's go to combat. It is time. Bam. 5. And then do we cycle now? No, I think we just hold. Hold. You're up, opponent. Colorless. Green? Morph? Absolutely. Attackers seems fine-ish. They don't do that. End step. I would like to cycle my Tranquil Thicket. Ooh, a decree. All right, go to combat. Send it. Boom. I guess we'll just cycle this. Ooh, STP. Doesn't really matter right now. We just send the turn. Ooh, Spectre. Very cool. Continue. Treetop Village. Send it. I'm going to STP that Spectre. No. At what point do I assume they don't have Pernicious Deed and just cast my Decree? If they don't have Deed, they just lose to it. Careful, opponent. You don't want to lose your only advantage, which is your clock advantage. All right, we draw. It's an STP again. Go to combat. Attack. Take 5, please. Bam. All right, you can go. I don't know at what point I'm supposed to cast this thing, but it feels like they might just be sandbagging Pernicious Deed because they know if I cast Decree, they're just dead. And they know I can't look into their hand. They smother. Wall's dead, but that triggers Compost. Thank you. You're up. 1, 2. Diabolic Edict. No response. I'll sack Cartographer. And then I will draw a card. And then do I want to kill something? No. This is fine. Next turn. I'll pitch one of my duplicate. I have no interest in casting Decree on board. We're already winning. That's a fair point. Now they're going to loop their Ravenous Baloth. I think they don't win the race still, right? I think if he starts to stack Baloth and then Stronghold, make your clock 1 damage a turn. Yeah, that would make sense. Opponent can cycle Baloth forever, but they can't dig for a deed that way. True. Yeah, hard locks them out of their deck. Oh, you're up. And I will pitch this Auramancer. At some point, I'm going to be thresholded, right? Haunting Echoes again, for sure. Now are you just dead? I'm going to draw a card now. Thank you. Planes. Attackers. You really can't. And do I just hold it? No, I'm still just winning. No, I'll just take my turn. Untap. Draw. It's a Renewed Faith. Land. Combat. Doink. For 5 in the air. Damage. And then do I cast anything? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Here's a 2/2. Go. Black. Green. This is Yavimaya. It's another morph. Sure. I don't know what that does. All right. My turn. Untap. Draw. The Sylvan Library. Go to combat. 5. You are at 6. I guess here's a library. You may go. Another Vigilante. Yeah, that's a very dead Sylvan Library. Get back Baloth. These are all fine things. Next turn. All right, so they're kind of going up to, 10 life here? How many dudes can I make? 1, 2, 3. So I can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's not enough to win, but what if I just cast Pernicious Deed now. These attacks are pretty medium. Let's go to blocks, pop a block off here. And I kind of want to work my way towards Threshold. So what if I just block with this Cartographer? If they want to loop a Vigilante, I don't really care. All right, unstep, my turn. Untap, draw, another Renewed Faith, go to combat, attack for 5 in the air. Damage, pass to, you know what? No, I don't do anything. I want to tap all my mana to Decree. You can go. I'm going to pitch Monk Realist. Renewed Faith. You've gained 4 life. You've bought that back. Pitch this Renewed Faith. All right, how many can I make? 7, 8, 9? All right, we're going to cycle the big Decree. Attackers, and step, cycling. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so many, just so many. Let's make 9 dudes. This is a you problem now, opponent. Oh, another one? Holy shit. Combat. Opponent says GG's. We'll see if they actually... Oh, they concede. Nice. Good games, opponent. All right, guys. We only lost 2 enchanters. We 4-1'd with this nutty pile. Thoughts? Should we go through them? It's simply a sweet deck. It's awesome. Do I think this deck's going to win LobsterCon? No. Clearly it's not. Do I think this deck was written off maybe a little bit early? Yes, I think Parallax Tide was a card that really made this deck almost impossible to play. But now that it's not in existence, the grind game this deck presents, oh, it's phenomenal. If I can make a couple changes, I'd like to see Mitch, the 1K is at upkeep Canton and doors are at 10. But the 1 copy of Wasteland, pretty cool. I'd maybe like to see either 1 more in the main, maybe even 1 on the side, just because that's a really cool loop. But whoever put this deck together, it was actually Gabaman. Very elegant deck building. The deck felt fluid the whole time, so I would recommend this. It's pretty dope. That's all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I will see you next time.